Bring this up because there is a phenomenon happening lately that's really bugging me, and it's the resurgence of the smart, stupid person. Now, the smart, stupid person is not new. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was a smart, stupid person. He was a surgeon, and he created Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. So he was not only smart, he was way ahead of his time on gay marriage. But he also believed in fairies, the other kind. Dr. William Mackenzie King was a smart, stupid person. He was the Prime Minister of Canada for 22 years and held 5 degrees, and he believed he could speak to the spirits of his 2 dead Irish terriers. Which is why Canada was always declaring war on squirrels. Which brings me back to the Proof of Heaven book and its author, Dr. Eben Alexander, and the question of how a neurosurgeon of all people could say he made a day trip to heaven while in a coma when his scientific training, not to mention every other scientist in the world, is telling him, no, dude, you were just tripping. Those coma drugs are some good shit. Well, that's the scientific explanation. You heard that, right? I didn't just...
I
okay.
did.
For a minute, I thought I was tripping.
That came from heaven.
That's right, that was God, right. Here's what Dr. Alexander said. He said, I was a speck on a beautiful butterfly wing, millions of other butterflies around us. We were flying through indescribable colors, arcs of silver and gold light. Okay, that's not heaven, that's a Lunesta commercial. Hey, Doc, come by the show sometime. I'll give you some bad acid. You can visit hell. And yet, somehow, Dr. Alexander isn't even the only brilliant brain surgeon who's also a drooling idiot. Dr. Ben Carson is the director of pediatric neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins and the first doctor to separate conjoined twins at the head. And he believes the Earth is 6,000 years old, and that homosexuality is akin to bestiality, and the Bible calls for a flat tax. He's half brilliant brain surgeon, half Tea Party dumbass. He doesn't just operate on conjoined twins, he is one. He's also someone who many Republicans are encouraging to run for president in 2016, and why not? There's no more attractive figure in the Republican Party these days than an anti-intellectual with an advanced degree. People like Antonin Scalia, Ted Cruz, and Bobby Jindal, who are accomplished scholars on the outside, and on the inside, a creamy layer of Michelle Bachmann. And what's with all the know-nothing doctors? People like Scott DeJarle and Paul Brown and Tom Coburn and their subspecialty OBGYNs who know nothing about reproduction. Like Congressman OBGYN Ron Paul, who said abortion leads to euthanasia. Or Congressman OBGYN Michael Burgess, the guy who just last month said fetuses masturbate in the womb, wearing tiny raincoats. Or Congressman OBGYN Phil Gingrey, who when Todd Akin introduced America to the concept of legitimate rape, remember that? When a woman is assaulted by a licensed, bonded, and fully insured rapist, backed him up and said, oh, all that adrenaline can cause you not to ovulate. Well, forget for a moment that's wholly untrue. Let's ask the more important question. Why are we electing so many gynecologists to Congress? If having your head between a woman's legs is a qualification for public office, then why not Congressman Michael Douglas? All right, that's our